And we are live. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Anna, Yodi,
Oh,
Texas Donna, Zaxon, Torchy. Oh,
what's up, everybody?
Yep, what Bill says. Hello, everybody.
oh. And no, this is not an April Fool's joke. So I know that's what people are thinking. And
What would be the
this,
joke? The time?
well, no, to say that Forrest Fenn's treasures out there on April 1st. Hi, Grandma Kelly. No, there's a hi, John, Finders Keepers. There's a new three-part series on Netflix called Golden Greed. And one of the guys that stars in, I'll throw his picture up here if I can get this thing to work again. This is Justin Posey. He was one of the original hunters. He didn't find it. He was close. Somebody else found it. It went up for auction. Hi, Tom Pingery.
Hey, guys.
December 23 or 24. Hi, Carrie. But anyways, he bought some of the stuff from the auction, added to it his own stuff. I dropped and forgotten, and gives you hints in this three-part series of where it is out there and tells you right at the end. He goes, it was a thrill to hunt for me and my brother. Unfortunately, his brother's passed away, never saw it. But he's put it back out there for somebody else to find. Hi, Marty V.
That's cool.
And I thought that was really cool, this guy. And like he said, that was it for them, just the hunt of the chase, the thrill of it, to go out there and actually find it. So, hi, Brian. It's a really good series. I hope you people watch it. And anybody,
Hey, Jim, see you. Hey, Brian.
Hi, Jim. If my hip was good and I was 20 years younger, I'd be out there looking for it.
You give any clues yet to where it might be?
Yes, he's given clues all through the three-part series, and he's posted stuff online too.
Oh, wow.
And the original poem that Fenn did, a lot of people said, awesome. They tried to figure it out and said most of them were lies. No, it's just how they interpreted them.
Yep.
So, and there was like three different people that interpret. The guy that found it, this Justin, and actually there was a father and his two sons. They lived in a trailer park. The guy had been to prison and stuff. They were in the right area. They were just going about it wrong. But
oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, they figured he hit it. I had the one idea. Hit it under a 10-ton boulder. How's an 80-year-old man going to dig under a 10-ton boulder after carrying, a box full, Thank you.
Oh, they were rugged back then.
Thanks, Kelly.
Yeah. Well, this guy just gotten over cancer, so.
Oh, dropped and forgotten, Brian.
He said, don't figure, and he never did say he buried it, And then they came with theory, well, no, I mean, he probably didn't bury it, that there was a landslide and the boulder fell on top of it. No.
That's stretching, yeah.
Yeah, that's just, And then they thought it was it's a proxy. So if you find where the spot was, you'll be rewarded. So they contacted him, and it was the very next day he announced it had been found. So they thought it was them. And it wasn't.
Wow.
They were very upset. No. Hi, Amanda.
Sorry, Charlie.
Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
Hey, Amanda.
But yeah, I mean, so this is kind of half truth. It's not all of Forrest Fenn's treasure. It's some that he bought at auction, and he's added a lot to it. I mean, some old rare gold coins, one from 1652. There was some of the gold that they brought over to help build America, stuff like that. So, okay, Kings. But yeah, I mean, you really need to watch the series. But anybody's into hunting for treasure, there it is.
When I was younger and didn't have a family, yep, I'd be out there.
Well, like I was telling Richie before you came in, I was thinking of doing it back in 2010 when I first heard about it, but I had obligations then that I just couldn't do it.
Yep.
One airline pilot took his family with him, went out there. And they just blown 2 tires on this back road out in the middle of nowhere when they heard the news that it had been found. Hi, Grandma Kelly. Hello. Welcome, and thank you very much. Yeah, Yodi liked the treasure hunt book to see. I mean,
Yep.
you know, like I said, if I was young, I'd be out there because it's my gym. It's going to be out in a spot where I know I couldn't get to now. So,
Oh, I don't know. Maybe he'd put it out in some very simple place that everybody's going to overthink.
yeah, well, that's what they did with FENN'S in the first place. Like
Yep.
one of the things was go to where the war water stops and then down to the home of Brown. Well, people are running across like, hi, James Eller. And they'd find a Brown building. Well, he was an avid fisherman. When you get in the river where the ponds are, where the water slows down, that's where the brown trout like to be. So the home of Brown.
Yep.
You know? So like I said, it's the way people were interpreting it. Their interpretation was off.
It could be when you take a dump and you flush it, and it goes
Yeah.
out to the,
Could be.
that's where the home of Brown could be.
In fact, one woman that he befriended, and she would be at his house all the time and tried to get, she'd never ask him for clues, but she'd take stuff with her. She was hunting all over Arizona. Finally, one day she went to his house and he goes, you need to go to Wyoming. So she left the next day.
Wow.
It's like, no, you're in the wrong state. But it was, I'd love to find it just for that dragon bracelet that was in there. That is so cool.
What's that made out of?
Gold, 24 karat gold
It's
with
gold?
rubies and emeralds. Yeah.
Nice.
I can see you walking around wearing that, Bill.
Oh, no, it'd be on the wall in the safe. But one
I
thing
was going to say.
he asked for one thing back, and the guy gave back to him. It was a pre-written history silver bracelet, Native American. Probably just a museum piece. I am stupid because I need a meeting to see. There's nothing stupid about that, James.
No, not at all.
There's lots of people that do that. So, yeah, the one idea is that bracelet is amazing. So, but this guy added a bunch of, gold $20 coins and old gold coins.
Just some stuff he had laying around.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
this guy is one of the head software engineers in the country. Along with, he's got his garage set up. He was anodizing titanium rods in his home setup, stuff like that. The guy knows a lot of things. So, but he's always loved being a treasure hunter ever since he was a little kid. His mom and dad would actually buy him books on treasure hunting because that's what he wanted to do. And he did it. He went out and did it. He just didn't find it. If you look, this is actually in this picture. That's his house. Look how many computer screens he's got up. 6, 7, 8 of them. And this is in the series.
Imagine the technical difficulties you could have with that.
Oh, yeah. Now, that clock behind him, it was funny because he reset that clock while they're interviewing him, and he smiled. I think that was one of the hints, but he didn't say. He just said he would drop hints. Hi, Georgianne.
Hey, Georgia.
Georgianne.
Yeah, it just after the thing came out on Netflix, the one idea, that's when it started now. So, but
Very cool.
The guy didn't need the money; he's got money, so it was just something he loved to do. Oh yeah. His rig, if you watch showing his rig, he's got one of those, I don't know if it's a Dodge Ram, but it's one of the ones you take in, they put $100,000, turn it into, it goes from $100,000 truck to a $250,000, all the equipment on it. And that's what he's out there with. The one thing he did, which didn't do him any good, dogs can smell metals. They can tell the difference in metal. So he trained his dog to smell bronze because the treasure box was solid bronze. He put dog treats and bronze in, and then finally took the treats away, and that dog found the bronze at least down to 4 feet. But unfortunately, in Yellowstone, you cannot take dogs out on the trails. And that it was buried in Yellowstone. So he used his dog to go sniff out the treasure. He probably would have found it. So.
Yep.
I thought, wow, that really sucks. Train the dog to do that, then find out you can't take him. And then, like I said, his brother passed away right after they went out. Hi, Dirt Devil. So his younger brother.
Dirt Devil.
But Mark, does that mean the bacon is no longer hanging?
I have no idea, Jim.
But yeah, we got 33 people in the house now. Thank you.
Nice.
But yeah, so this is not a April 1st joke. This is a real deal, and I'd love to be out there looking for it. Oh well, all of Yellowstone's a super volcano, anyways.
Hey, Ringo.
One idea. Have to drive. It's
Rob.
Rob.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Yeah, April 1st. I know. Texas Donna.
Yep.
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
Hey, Pat.
Yeah.
Gary, Pat.
It's funny how they usually show up about the same time.
Yeah.
Rob and Pat.
Hi, Ringo. Yeah, how many we got in the house? We are up to 37 already. Nice.
Wow.
Hey, Gary.
Gary.
So anything new and exciting with either Mark or Richie?
Work.
Friday, this is launching.
Oh, it's coming out Friday? Awesome.
Friday, yeah.
So it'll be on Amazon Friday.
Be on Amazon Friday.
Nice.
Awesome. I need something to read.
You know what price would be, Richie, roughly?
It's $14.99.
Thank you.
Let's see if Rob when he comes up, has anything to add to it. Hi, Mr. Tully.
Mr. Tully.
Hi, Georgiana, if I haven't said hello already. And here comes Rob.
Just under 300 pages. There's 60,000 words.
That's not bad. That's an afternoon's reading.
Oh, Tom's Wild.
Took me a couple days, but I'm a slow reader.
Howdy, Rob.
Of course, I was looking for punctuation, missing punctuation, and I was looking for stuff while I was reading it too.
Angie.
All right. I don't know if this mic is going to be working tonight.
No, Torchy, I don't think it's a sequel to any of Richie's books, even though we want him to make a sequel, but he has not started it yet.
Okay. Rob, did you just wondered if your mic was working tonight?
Yeah, it would not. We got the new computer that broke down. We sent back to Amazon. We got it back yesterday. Looked it up today, and I went to do that. I went to do that community post to announce your stream tonight about FORREST, and my clip yard in the computer we just got back was not working well for the clip champ. And when I plugged the microphone in to talk in it, it wouldn't accept the microphone. It was dead. The whole port was dead. So I'm wondering if we're having a problem with clip champ or if we're having a problem with this port in the computer, which should not have been touched. So, because this microphone would not work for clip champ, so I see
it's working, but you sound distant.
That's because I'm using see, it's not even recognizing the microphone.
Wow.
There's no way you can turn the gain up.
All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Still the same.
Still the same? Yeah, it's not even showing my Realtek microphone.
Are you sure the microphone's still good, Rob? Did you try another computer?
Yeah, I've been using it on the other computer up until we switched computers, Bill, or Mark. I used it this weekend. So
Do you have another cheaper microphone you can use to test?
Does that microphone have a up and down
On
volume
off?
in the line?
No,
No.
it's just a. No, it's not even recognizing it when you put on there. This is called the Realtek, and when I plug it in, it's not even giving me an option. Like it's not even.
Well, Rob, you just moved it away from me, which usually drops the volume. It didn't, so I don't think that microphone's even working right now.
All right, so you're just gonna have to
There you
deal
go.
with that.
Okay.
Hey, Torchy said he's only read my children's books. He's gonna have to step up to adult. I mean, this is an adult book for sure.
Hello,
Start
Steve.
reading this. You'll find that out right away.
Yeah, we can hear you, Rob, so that's no problem.
Richie, you wrote that one too?
Yep.
Yeah, it's launching Friday.
Oh, this is your new one.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. I'm going to put this back up so everybody can see.
There we go.
And here is Justin Posey, the man that reburied Forrest Fenn's treasure plus what he added, or some of Forrest Fenn's plus what he added. Hi, medical detectorist. So you need to watch the Netflix series, people. Rob can tell you he's watched it. It's real. It's out there. And I would say, what would you say, Rob? Probably $1.5 million to $2 million from what I saw him throw in there with the gold and stuff.
Yeah, let's explain what happened here. This guy here that Bill's showing on the screen, Justin Posey. This guy was one of the three main people they interview. He searched for this thing for what, Bill? 8-10 years.
Yes.
When he was really close, when he thought he was really close, he called his younger brother in to help him, and his brother got obsessed with it to the point where his brother went out once on his own, and I don't know what happened to his brother, but his mother called him and said, "Your brother's missing." And
I missed that part.
listened to his machine, and he said he was going to go out and look for the treasure in a certain area. And he got there, and they found his car, and they found his gear, and then they started finding spray paint notes, and then he eventually called search and rescue, and they never found him. And then like 2-3 weeks later, they wound up finding his body, and he
How'd I miss
committed
that?
suicide. He killed himself.
Oh, damn.
So obviously that affected this guy really hard, and he pretty much breaks down during the show. But he basically said my brother would want me to keep trying to find it, and they show him. To make a long story short, they show this guy in the area where the treasure wound up being found by somebody else, but this guy was within a football field of finding it. He was in the right field.
Hi, Danny.
He trained his dog. He's not in the. If you actually look in the lower right corner of the sofa, you'll see like a little brown blob on the sofa. That's his bloodhound. He actually trained his bloodhound to smell copper because the metal case that the treasure was in was a copper-based trunk, and he trained his dog to sniff out copper. But then when the clues got to be where it led to Yellowstone National Park, they don't allow dogs on their hiking trails. So basically, he could not use his dog because if he had his dog in that field, he probably would have found the treasure, but he couldn't use his dog. So what happened was when the treasure got announced, Forrest Fenn just announced that the treasure had been found, and the guy had sent him pictures. He opened the treasure chest, and he sent him a picture of the stuff in the treasure chest. So Forrest Fenn announced on the internet that the treasure had been found, but he wouldn't release any information, and the guy asked him not to release his name. So, of course, without much further to go on, and Forrest Fenn not saying anything, everybody kept saying it was BS. He started getting really nasty letters and emails. People started saying that it was a conspiracy, that there was never any treasure buried, that this was all bullshit. Some people said that he went and picked his own treasure box up and gave it to the guy, or that his grandson, who's in the Netflix documentary, that he went and retrieved it, and nobody really found it because the family didn't want to give the $1 million away. And there was all these kind of conspiracy theories. So finally, the family announced the guy's name, and the guy did come forward, and and announced that he had the treasure, and they showed it, but they still would not release any pictures of where exactly it was found. So what this guy did was based on the only picture that they had of the treasure box. It had like, what, Bill, 2-3 inches of ground in it, and that was it.
Yep.
This guy went back to the woods where he believed it was found, and he hiked out in the woods until he found, he sat there and walked around with his face to the ground until he studied the ground and said, this ground looks great. And he literally found the 2 logs that were crossed, and he looked down, and there was the 1 pine cone with the pine needles and the 1 stick sitting there, and he took the picture of the treasure that had been published, and he laid it on the ground, and it matched.
Perfectly.
Perfectly. Yep, perfectly. And then he published that to alleviate all the conspiracy people and the people saying it was bullshit and that the family had taken it away. And he announced it. And as soon as he announced that, and the family confirmed the location, everybody went out there. There was like hundreds of people that had traveled that area, and a lot of the treasure hunters that were in that area went back out there to that location and marched around till they found that picture, till they found that location, and they took pictures of themselves with it. And there were several people that had been within a couple hundred yards of finding it that just never found it, including this guy, Posey. Well, he's apparently a pretty wealthy guy, worth millions of dollars. He's a software coder. And if you obviously look at the pictures of his house in the video, the one that Bill showed there, he's obviously got a beautiful multi-million-dollar log. You can't call it.
Well, no, yeah. Look at his truck he went out there hunting with. That's like one of those $200,000 to $250,000 rigs for going out sporting.
Yeah, one of them 4x4 survival rigs.
Yeah.
And so anyway, he decided, when the guy announced that he was going to put the Forrest Fenn treasure up for auction, I think through Sotheby's or one of the big auction houses, they let him, since he was a serious bidder, they let him in to the auction house for a private viewing, and they laid out the entire treasure on a desk in like a vaulted room. And this guy went and looked at the entire treasure.
Hi, Brad.
And they showed it. They showed it on the Netflix special. Absolutely gorgeous treasure. All the gold coins, the balloons, the gold jewelry, the nuggets. And he made an offer of, I think, $1.43 million. He made an offer, and it got accepted. So he thought he bought the whole Forrest Fenn treasure. And then I must have fell asleep for about 5 minutes in the Netflix show, because when I woke up, he said, I had the treasure, and then I lost the treasure. So I was talking to Bill today, and I said, what happened? They agreed to sell him the treasure. He bought it. And then I guess the guy decided he thought he could get more piecemeal. So he changed his mind, declined his offer, and they wound up selling it piece by piece. But this guy was able to still buy, what would you say, Bill? 75-80% of the
something like that. He bought a lot.
He took the vast majority of the treasure and put it in a very similar box, along with some of his own gold collection, because the guy's an avid collector. And he's reburying or re-hiding. So basically, this is going to be like the Forrest Fenn treasure hunt number 2.
Yeah.
It's called either Gold and Greed or Greed and Gold, Georgianne. Let me look that up for you right now. It's on Netflix.
Now, like I said, I saw it all except for one thing. I really love that dragon bracelet.
That dragon bracelet is freaking incredible.
I was surprised he threw that in there. Hi, Tot Junkie.
Hey, Tot.
Here it is, Georgianne. It's called Netflix Gold and Greed: The Hunt for Fenn's Treasure.
Fenn's Treasure.
And it's on Netflix right now. It's three 1-hour episodes. And they feature 3 different treasure hunters. These 3 guys, a father and 2 sons, and then the guy that Bill showed in that still picture. And there's the original treasure box right there. And this guy narrates the show. She was one of the people that was, and this guy, those are the 3 people they interviewed for the show.
Hi, Loretta.
But they break down the poem. He did it as a 9-verse poem, and you had to interpret the verses of the poem. And And
Hi, Nathan.
there was people all around the country and all around the world that came looking for this, and everybody thought it was the funnest thing in the world.
Yes, Danny. It got buried again.
Up until the first searcher died. And then everybody kept saying that was FORREST FENN'S fault. And, and then a bunch of people came to his defense saying, if you chose to go into a raging river in a kayak with no supplies, or the guy took his dog with him, they found the dog shivering on the side of a river. They found the guy's kayak, but they didn't find his body for like 2 weeks. Some people were saying, that they blamed FORREST FENN, and then the other treasure hunter was like, no, listen, you just can't go out there and willy-nilly. And anyway, a total of 5 people died trying to find the treasure, including the guy's brother that killed himself.
Yeah, Rob, I watched that twice, and I missed that his brother died out there. How I missed that, I don't know.
Yeah, it was a whole. You must have had a 10-minute voice where you fell asleep too, Bill, because I thought something was weird, Bill, because the first time they interviewed him, when he started talking about his brother, he used several past tense to describe his brother, and I was like, why is he talking about his brother in the past tense? And then it isn't until later in episode 2, I guess, that he says he got a phone call from his mom that his brother was missing, but guys, it's a very riveting show. I knew of the FORREST FENN treasure, but I wasn't following it, even though it's 10 years ago. I wasn't metal detecting 10 years ago. I was not a treasure hunter 10 years ago. So I'd heard of the FORREST FENN treasure, but I wasn't. Obviously Bill's been metal detecting way longer than me, so so Bill was a treasure hunter back then, and Bill was a lot younger back then.
Yeah.
So I mean, Bill would have been.
We all were.
Yeah, we all were. Is exactly right. But I mean, Bill would have been like 50. That one lady, she started the quest when she was in her 60s, and she's like 75 now. Where she she doesn't look 75 in the show, but I mean, because she's out there, hiking around Yellowstone every day. But I definitely, Brad, I'd recommend this show. I'm going to rewatch it again because I know I missed stuff. Well, here's the interesting thing. The guy at the end of the show, this Mark Posey guy, at the end of the show, he reveals, folks, as you watch this entire Netflix, there are certain lines that I said and certain things that I said that are clues to where I buried my treasure. And then, if you look when they interview him, he's sitting there like we're sitting here now, and he's sitting in front of a bank of computers. He's got one computer, but he's got like 7 screens up for his business, like he's a stock trader. And so he's got you see a different location on each one of those screens behind him. And then he tells you at the end of the show, my interview has provided clues to where you can find this. And he says, but when I was being interviewed by the producers of the show, I did not tell them that. He says, but I set my interview up that my entire interview was clues to where I buried the treasure.
Mm-hmm. And not only that, if you watch him, he's filling that treasure box in every episode too, putting something in it, and you don't realize it till the end.
He opens up his safe and he takes stuff out of his safe. But yeah, let me see if I can find a picture of that gold. Was it a dragon, Bill?
Yeah. Now, one thing that got me is during that interview, he got up and he changed the clock on the wall.
Yes, I think it was like daylight saving. Oh, that's right, he did, Bill.
Yeah.
So could that be an hour? Could it be in another time zone?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
I thought he was just doing it for, because it was daylight savings time.
Hi, Rachel. And apparently, I guess he's got a website or something that he's dropping some more clues and hints on. But
cool.
Here it is, Bill. Here's the golden ruby dragon that's in the treasure box.
yeah,
That thing is just literally exquisite.
there's rubies on one side, and I believe the other side has a different stone, emerald something.
Here's the original. Here's the original box it was in.
Which he didn't have.
10 by 10 by 5, and that's exactly. And this is some of the contents here.
Yeah. If you look at, he put it in a different box. So
Yes, the second guy is putting it in a different box. But
Hi,
like I said, I heard about it. I didn't really follow it, but I find it fascinating, and I do not blame. I mean, this Netflix show goes to show that because this guy published his phone number and published his email, you could call him or email him. He went to public book signings of his book.
Yeah.
He was local in the Santa Fe community, so you could meet him.
Yeah.
Like I say, he gave people his phone number. You could call him, but then it got to the point where he let his family be on. You know, some guy started stalking his granddaughter. Said that the granddaughter
She
was
was surprised. Yeah.
So started stalking his teenage daughter. So one guy scaled the wall, broke in, took an axe that was there on a pile of firewood, broke through the guest house, and they caught him. They caught him rummaging through a treasure chest in the guest house, and the whole family, obviously in their own compound, walled compound, they were armed, and they held him. They held him at gunpoint till the police got there. And the guy was, he was fucking weird, Bill. That guy was weird.
Yeah. Let me. Brad, the producer, didn't start it. The guy said at the end of the show the producers had no knowledge of him hiding hints in there or that he was reburying the treasure. So he did it all himself. Hi, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary.
Okay, I see somebody that needs a wrench. Steve Klein, if I can find him on the YouTube side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Popeye Instigator.
51 in the house.
Wow. Nice.
Hi, Buckle Boy. Oh, come on.
Evening, Buckle Boy.
Oh, he did another. Stephen Klein says Justin Posey just gave an interview on a YouTube channel called Cow Lasers. They also have a Discord that discusses this hunt. Justin is also in Discord.
Yeah, it's
social media.
Yep.
It's
Usually for gamers.
Okay. Hi, NorCal. Hi, Drew Shepard.
It's actually pretty popular.
I haven't gamed in years because of the arthritis in my hands. I can't game.
Usually gamers are on there, but other people are on there too.
Is it a YouTube channel?
No, Discord is it's like a separate thing, like Facebook.
Okay.
You can send messages and
Didn't know
I guess
about
there were people on. I guess there were people on Reddit putting pin locations and coordinates on there, and there were people that were going back and checking past comments and pins and howdy PA, Outlaw Junkie, welcome. Thank you, Donna. Hey, old clone. Yeah, I highly recommend the show. Like I said, I knew very little about it. I knew that, when the conspiracy theories got really, really bad, I knew that it wasn't BS. I knew it wasn't a conspiracy theory. From everything that I heard about it, I knew it was legit. But after it got found, and he just announced it got found, and the guy didn't want to announce it, he kind of went quiet. And basically, the internet being the internet, conspiracy theories went wild, and people started calling his lawyer saying, "I found it. You need to send me some money."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, one lady sued because somebody'd stolen.
Some lady sued him. Hi, Mary. I think it's a fascinating thing that some man, at 75 or 78 years old, decide to take some of his extreme wealth and the guy was an adventurer. The guy was like an Indiana Jones type his whole life. So why not pass it on to another person that's another Indiana Jones type of person?
Hey Rob, I don't see any name for you for Mary.
Well, Mary doesn't have a name for me tonight.
I haven't seen it.
Give her time.
That's fine with me. Both cats were just on here a second ago. The cats are doing good. We've also got a dog here this week too. Pippa. Pippa the pain in the ass is what I.
Let's see.
Don't start that crap, Rob.
No,
Next
I'm
thing you know,
sorry.
we'll be doing it.
I'm actually doing pretty good here tonight, Mark. So
Talk about the weather. I'm getting, I don't know, 3 to 6 inches of snow tomorrow night. Something like that.
see, Richie, I sit here and it's like I talked about with Charlie and I Sunday. You know, when
Hi,
Mrs.
Colleen.
Campbell sent me the snow pictures and everybody up north was saying how bad it was. It hit 90 here yesterday, Richie. The beach was flipping mob. 90 in freaking March. It hit 90 here yesterday. I mean,
It's 32 here.
It got so hot here yesterday, Richie. I woke up from a nap and Denise had the air on. She had closed all the doors and windows. It was beautiful. And she's like, no, it's like 83 in the house. That's too hot. I got
The spring really hasn't arrived up here quite yet.
It's always been gray and white.
Yeah,
Mary,
you just
where have
never
you
see
been?
it. You just never see it because of my hat, Mary.
Hi, Colleen. So, Richie, are you on Discord?
Yeah, I'm on there.
Okay.
I don't do much on there, but
You're on there.
Now, is there different like threads or posts, or is it just one big thing?
I don't know. I know I get messages from bots. There's bots on there. The reason why I signed up for Discord is because I was using Midjourney, an AI generator of images. You had to have Discord in order to use the bot in order to create images, but it's all different now.
Hey, Colleen.
And on my Golf Plus, there's a group on there for that. So they send me emails and messages, like if they got a tournament coming up or something like that.
So, but it's a free platform like YouTube. You don't have to pay for it.
Right, it's free.
You might check it out.
Well, Bill, I saw
You
you made a
don't.
comment. I saw you made a comment, and I can't even remember where. I don't know if it was one of your videos or somebody else's stream, because you know YouTube's trying to. If you click on your YouTube homepage about these new mid-roll commercials, they're trying to explain the new commercial setup and how that can benefit. You know, it'll make more money for the creators, and then obviously more money for YouTube. Well, yeah, it's making more money for YouTube. And I don't like commercials as much as anybody else, but there's been a few people that pointed out. Bill points out that YouTube probably still has less commercials than most any other commercial site. And Grandma Kelly points out that, you know, if it wasn't for commercials, none of us that are monetized would be making any money at all. So, you know, and I guess you do have the option of paying the $16 a month for no commercials. Now, I've been hearing about that, what's it called, Ping site or something that you can sign up for that gets rid of all the commercials. I don't like to download anything into my computer that I'm not familiar with.
One thing is, I think that Zaxxon knows about that. I think you have to pay for that. So
You might as well just pay YouTube not to have commercials.
Yep.
I mean, I signed up for the paid duck race program, that One Stop or whatever the name of the company, the channel is that has the duck races. They're $16 a year. That is the most reasonably priced thing anywhere on the internet. You know, it's not $16 a month; it's $16 a year. That's like $1.50 a month, folks. And it takes your duck races people up to 1,000 for the top row of duck races. But for all the bottom duck races, the specialty races, you can only have 6 people. But if you sign up and become a paid member, you can. A lot of those, like the potato sack race, the spider race, the boat race, those jump up to 100. So obviously, with my members being below 100, you can use any of those specialty races to pay for. And then, like I say, your 6 main channels or your 6 main races, they go from 100 to 1,000. So since we have 200 people names in our Sunday and Saturday night stream, it's worth it to me to do that $16 a year.
And oh, by the way, Dan PA Patriot, she's not 700 years old. She was born in 700 BC.
How we doing, Miss Rachel Jersey Ray?
46 in the house. Awesome.
Awesome.
Wow, Rachel, I'd love to go up to a permission in Vermont. God, that's got to be some old ground. Now, Richie, is that where you're at up that way?
Yeah, I'm quite a bit north of that, but yeah,
Oh, wow, okay.
Maine's a fairly large state. You can almost fit the rest of New England inside Maine.
Okay. I just know this, guys. If now, let me be positive here. When my hip gets fixed, and when I'm allowed to talk about it, I expect to travel a lot. I want to make up for an entire lost year that this last fucking year has been.
Yeah.
I never used to be able to understand people that talked about chronic 24/7 pain. I couldn't comprehend that because I'd never been.
Hi, Matt.
Until,
You understand
Matt?
now, though,
until you understand, until you have it. And hey, Matt. So
it's a me, Mark.
these 2 insurance companies get quit arguing with each other. Maybe somebody will remember there's a
Don't call it the Black Treasure Hunt.
Is that a real thing?
Dang it. There we go.
I don't mind the time driving, Danny boy, because after a day of hunting, that's actually kind of relaxing. But I like driving. I love driving. It was just Denise and I and no cats and nobody else. We could get a small motorhome or travel van, RV van.
Yeah, Rob loves to drive. He's just not very good at it sometimes, but he loves to drive.
That's a good one, Mary. I like that from Matt.
Hi, Papa.
I don't know why.
Small wet pants agent.
Why don't I don't even have the ability anymore to be able to highlight comments.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yodi. In California, I know you don't like the gas prices.
Rachel, I would absolutely love to, Rachel.
But they're all electric out there in California.
Donna, you came and Kat said you'd have an elderly gentleman to take care of a little bit too, okay? I've never driven north of Maryland, DC. I did it when my nephew was 15. We did a road trip up to DC. We spent 2 days in Washington, DC. We toured a lot of the museums, and I had family there in Baltimore. That was like the first time I let him drive, and he got some experience driving. We did that cross country trip.
Oh, no wonder you hate the gas prices, Yodi. A Ram Pro Master?
But I've decided the next time I get up to see family in Maryland, I want to do the New York trip to see some of the guys in New York. I'd love to go see Merrill and Lou. I'm dying to go mudlarking on Dead Horse Bay if they got that reopened. And I don't know how far Vermont is from New York, but yeah, I would love to take some time. I've been invited to an old town in Michigan Denise has neighbors that live out in the country in Upper Michigan. They said the nearest town to them in the 1800s is almost a ghost town now. There's almost nothing left, and they think I could probably hunt almost the entire town. Some of the farms around it. They've invited me up to come stay at their huge place for free. Denise has got family out in Ohio that would let me stay. I've got family in Maryland. I do actually have family in Pennsylvania also. Yeah, I just can't. You know, the next trip out to Missouri to see family out there, I'm gonna try and hit all the Missouri guys. Yeah, Danny, I saw your comment on that, your Facebook comment on that. Yeah, I've had two Jeeps, Rachel, and you're right, they are not friendly on gas.
Oh, there's ones way worse. International pickups.
Evening, Papa. Welcome to the chat, sir.
Now you're talking old trucks.
Yeah, but I had one.
I had a Jeep J10 4x4.
I had a 1.25 ton camper special international pickup, 6 miles to the gallon. Had 3 gas tanks, kept them full too. But you could haul anything.
I had a buddy whose dad bought a Mercedes, and he went and had a second gas tank welded into the trunk. And they came out with that straight inline 5 one year. He let me drive it once. It was a very smooth car, and they went from here to Indiana, and I think they only had to gas the car up once with that extra gas tank. They had to stop more times to go to the bathroom than they did had to gas.
That international was such a tank. I was going out to see my mother-in-law one night. It was just starting to get dark, and I caught out of my right eye this doe jumping over a fence, landed right in front of me. I was doing like 55, knocked her right back over the fence. She was dead before she hit the ground. I walked out, looked down. There was not a dent or a scratch on my pickup.
Nice.
Now, Richie, are you doing a book launch tomorrow?
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
a little more than that, Pat.
The launch is actually Friday.
Okay.
It's just a release date. I'm not doing anything special. We'll be on Friday night anyway. The Dream Stream.
Okay. So is it going to be available on Amazon?
Yep, starting Friday. A little spicy.
No problem, spicy.
Yeah.
No, come back the same height, Donna. We don't want you to come back shorter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tomorrow it won't be there until Friday. Friday's the release date.
Yeah, Yodi, just don't ask Mark to help build a gas bike for you.
That thing's a pain in the ass, Bill. I'll never build another one again.
I remember that, though. Watching you rebuild.
Ride that metal detecting, right?
Yep. Yeah, that thing was a pain in the ass, especially that 2-stroke.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see a question, Rachel. I have to go back.
Yeah, Yodium mid-drive is great. The Bofang, yeah.
I missed most of the chat. Sure. What time?
Let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, this guy, Justin Posey's been on every news channel now and every kind of platform out there.
Who's that, Bill?
The guy that was on Netflix about burying the treasure.
Oh, okay.
If you look him up, I mean, now he's TV Acute, Dextero, Mysterio Writings, Treasure Quest, you name it. Everybody's seeking him out. New York Magazine, Today Show.
Oh, that'd be cool. You're gonna join us Wednesday, Richie, huh?
Yep.
Cool.
All right. Yeah.
Yep. Now remember, it's not the dream stream. We got to behave ourselves on Rachel's show, okay?
Yeah. It's like on Bill's because he monetizes.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
And we care about Bill and Rachel's channel. Mine, screw it. Yeah.
The frogs are loud here tonight.
Oh, bad idea. Said he got a storm. Shoot.
Is that code for something? The frogs are loud tonight?
Yeah, in Florida, the frogs are probably loud. Funny he mentions that. I just watched that old movie with Sam Elliott and frogs.
Oh my God, that is old.
Yeah.
Is it a horror movie?
Yeah. Frogs take over this island. Ray Milland plays the patriarch, and Sam Elliott plays a nature photographer. And I can't remember what got dumped in the lake or something, or water near the island, made the frogs grow, and they're getting bigger and bigger, and they just took over everything. They had some really hokey but fun to watch horror flicks back in the 70s. The Legend of Bogey Creek. That was one that was good. Some guy in a half-baked gorilla suit playing Sasquatch.
Was his name Angry Andy?
It should have been. Yeah, frog seed with millions. Popcorn. Yep.
Remember when I was young, it was a horror movie about bees, killer bees going around.
Mm-hmm.
It scared me to death because I thought that could actually happen.
I worked at a place that during frog season, like Pat said, we were out in the country. It was a metal shop, but we'd have to close the door. If we didn't, we'd get thousands of little, like he said, popcorn-sized freaking frogs running through the shop. Every now and then you'd come in and I'll see this little dust bunny hopping across the floor and realize it was a frog thrown back outside. Damn, you're making me hungry for frog. You know how, Jim, you'd have to have a bucket full to make it hand. I mean, we're talking frogs that are like that big. Wow, Mark's still on. Yes, he is, Axon.
Oh, wow, I am. Yeah.
Evening, Jack.
Alligators in the sewers.
Yeah, that was the movie too, right?
I don't know if anybody ever made a movie about it that I can remember. But I know for a while there in New York, I mean, kids would order.
Yeah, there were some in sewers, yeah.
Yeah. They get too big and they flush them down the toilet. But they usually didn't live very long, so. Alligators can take a lot of stuff, but sewer water isn't one of them.
Well, they show video clips of Florida alligators living in brackish salt water.
Yeah. You ever seen what gets dumped in the fucking sewers in New York, though?
Alrighty, guys, if you haven't made a comment lately, leave a comment so we can get you in the race.
Oh, yeah. Frog legs are great, Jim. Hi, Rob Weigold.
One thing I've never tried.
I have never tried frog legs either. I have tried escargot, but I have not tried frog legs. Bill, for some reason tonight, it doesn't tell me how many people are in your stream.
There are 44 right now.
I don't know what's going on with my computer tonight.
This is your old
What
one
we're
you
doing-
got back, right?
It's the one we just got back yesterday, yeah.
Still got Windows 10 on it, or is it Windows 11?
No, well, I didn't look, but they should have left Windows 10 in it because they shouldn't even have messed with that.
Hi, little Penny.
Hi, little Penny.
Great, you scared Mark
Computer's
away.
probably doing bit. Your computer's probably doing better than Mark's computer. He dropped out.
Yeah, I saw that. 46 on your end.
Evening, Tom Kingery.
Well, that's a lot to have on your end, Mary.
Howdy, back breaking.
Really, Danny's having problems in his YouTube studio. Yeah, his internet went out. No.
Hello, dropped and forgotten. Welcome.
Okay, so is Mermaid.
Have-
checked.
One thing I don't have issues with, the internet up here stays on all the time.
Good evening, Happy Bears. Well, a lot more people have popped in, get me names going. Thank you, guys.
Well, thank you, Anna. One step closer to my goal. Thank
That's
you.
Bill.
That 100 always looks so nice, even though it's pesos. It just looks good. 3 more, and I'll do a giveaway, and it'll be a good one. I just won't announce what it is.
Looks good till you convert it back to US, huh?
Oh no, it's still it's $5. So, but it just
Yes, it still looks
first
good with
time.
that $100 there. It still looks
Yeah,
good.
the first time she did that, everybody's going, "Oh my god!" And she goes, "It's pesos, people."
Yeah, I got pretty excited the first time she did it on mine. I'll tell you that.
And Rob says, "Blanket, hello, I'm lurking." Okay. Pat just sent me a pic I can share.
All right, we're getting closer here. Hello, Lucky Duck Digger. Silver Wishes, hello.
Yep. Now, let me go solo here. Oh, come on. Let me go solo. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
Hi,
that's
Rachel.
what Pat's talking about. There's that little frog, and that's fully grown, if I remember right. Like the
Yeah,
ones
we call
used
those
to get.
little, we call those tree frogs or sucky toads down here.
Yeah. Thank you, Lucky Duck. Yeah, and they come out by the freaking hundreds of thousands, if not millions. Our whole
Yes.
And
we had a 20 by 40 loading dock, and it would just, they'd be full. The lawn would be full. They'd be everywhere. And only at night, during the day, you wouldn't see them.
We don't have anything like that up here.
All right, we got a lot of names in here now. Good evening, 5 Mile.
It's 10 o'clock, Bill. I'm going to drop into the chat.
Okay, Richie, thank you for coming up.
Yep.
And everybody remember, Richie's book has come out Friday. You can get it on Amazon.
Richie, can you show that book one more time, please?
Yeah, let me make you large here. Oh, come on. Fragments of Time, his second adult book.
Richie, what's your last name? Richie Kemp.
Yep. Yep, right there, Richie Kemp.
Perfect.
Oh, nice, Gary Gibson. A 2.5 1945 gold peso. That's cool.
I'm reading the little description of it. Sounds awesome.
Marty gets him congregating in his pool up in his house in Illinois. Thank you, Donna. No problem, Mark. Understood. Believe me. Oh, well, nice, Anna. You'll be getting $20 coins back. Cool. No, Mystic, I have it between my hip and I have problems with my heart meds. I haven't been able to get out. I wish I could. So I didn't run a video. I've been running reruns, and it just, I stopped for a while.
Yeah, but I'm still seeing shorts.
That's the same ones. I haven't put any of those out for a while either, which I really need to do.
Well, I've started doing a short a day now. I think I've put 14 shorts on in the last 15 days. I did miss a day. And my channel stats are starting to climb up nicely.
Oh, God. Sorry, Joe, about it. Those geckos. I had a storage unit in place. The geckos ruined everything in the storage unit.
Steve Klein, welcome to the chat, sir.
Yeah, he's been here for a while.
Hey, well, he must have said something. He just showed up on my chat. So thank you, Steve. I got you in the race now.
Whoops, Dropped and Forgotten doesn't have a wrench. I've got it. As moderator, I'm making you a Smurf, Dropped and Forgotten. There.
Did we lose Mark?
Yeah, his internet went out, so he's on his phone. Oh, yeah, anything's better than roaches, Grandma Kelly. But the problem is you get enough of them, they will destroy furniture, paintings, anything they can get into.
That's one thing we're lucky about here. We have good internet here.
All right, Anna. She's going out with the Exterior Elite tomorrow. Nice. Jason. Forrest
Oh, Jason.
Fentanyl. Okay, Jason. That ain't bad, Marty, especially the cuff link.
Thank you, Lucky Duck Digger.
Well, I don't know about the ones in Brazil, Grandma Kelly, but the ones in Texas tear everything up. So, excuse me.
That's right. Donna says, smack that like button. Don't forget. Nice, Mermaid. Very good. Bill, I must not be added to your, to that StreamYard thing on this. I don't know. I must have erased all the settings I had on this computer.
Let's see if I can fix that here real quick.
Good evening, Jason, BC Treasure Trails.
If I remember right, I had to send you something, didn't I?
Yeah, but we still never got it working right.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you have to make me a managing director.
I don't even see your name on there anymore, so it did something.
Yep, that's probably why, Bill.
So, I do have D Dallas, Tampa Bay. But as the owner.
Yeah,
so,
that's our Google.
Oh crap! I can't do it now. It timed me out. That's weird. I guess I'll have to do it afterwards. Dang it. That is strange. Well, wait a minute. Won't be damned. Yeah, you're not listed as a member anymore. So I will.
Sign me up, Bill.
Huh?
Put me back on there, sir.
It won't let me. I just tried. I guess I have to shut down the stream to do it. It won't let me do it while it's running.
Yeah, I should have asked Richie. I see his book on here as a Kindle. Is he going to be coming out with an actual hard copy or soft copy of the book that you can buy?
Yeah, that's Friday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why won't you let me? Yeah, it says you have 0 seconds left to invite a member. That is weird.
Hey, there's Keegan. Good evening, Keegan. So, does anybody have more question about the Forrest Fenn? Now that I've watched it.
That is weird, though, Rob. I wonder why it erased you at my end. Hi, Digging SoCal. Hi, Bill and Christine.
Hey, Bill and Christine. Good evening. We were talking about you tonight, Bill, with my retired Tampa cop buddy. He just retired after 25 years with Tampa PD.
Yeah, Captain Victor's going to be a race.
Oh, absolutely, there's going to be a race.
And we get 2 more of I get 2 more in my goal in my live chat. We'll do a race for something really nice. How many are in here now? 52 watching. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you, Georgianne. Thank you very much. I think Miss Mystic put coffee cups, coffee down there.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah,
Send me
Rob?
your email. Bill, what's your email, Bill?
XBOW1956 at hotmail.com. Thank you, Tom Carey. That makes the goal. Thank you very much. That means I got to grab my book because we'll be putting something in it. Oh. 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 Oh, man. Ah. Dang, I sit too long and I get really stiff and have to walk around a lot to break it up. Georgianne says she's sending you something tomorrow, Rob.
All righty.
Thank you for helping me reach my goal. Mark Cummins, good evening.
Bill, I was doing something, and then I realized I was doing it wrong, so give me a minute. All right, why? I think this is just... Bill, I have nothing on my page that's allowing me to send you a donation. Oh, hang on. I know why. Never mind. Never mind. I'm just being a Menardo over here. Never mind.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why it won't let me. StreamYard will not let me go in unless it's just because we are live right now.
And there you go, Bill.
Listen, Rob. Thank you, Rob.
Yes, sir. I remember how to do that, Bill.
Huh.
Mystic says 54 likes. Awesome, guys. Oh, fried cabbage and corned beef. That sounds absolutely yummy, Mary. That is what we
Get
had
out of here,
for,
Mary. I haven't had corn. This has got to be the only town I've ever seen. We couldn't find corned beef here for St.
we
Patty's
had
Day.
plenty here, Bill, but I think Denise, for the hunk of corned beef she bought, I
Digging
think she
SoCal,
paid
thank
31
you.
I think she paid $31 for it.
Well, we one of the guys here went out looking at restaurants. Nobody had it that night. There was 2 places that did sold out, so didn't have enough. They sold out like at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
You know who usually has that here is like one of our American Legion or VFW halls or something. They'll have the
Well, got me. They went to we got an Irish pub here called the Tilted Kilt. Oh, we don't serve it on St. Patty's Day. What?
When else would you serve it?
Yeah. They had corned beef sandwiches, Reuben's, but they didn't have corned beef and cabbage on. Like, what? Yeah, we've entered the food chat portion of the evening.
Well, if anybody's got any questions on the whole Forrest Fenn thing, just let me know. Bill let me know that it was on Netflix, and that thing fired me up the last.
Yeah.
Like I said, Denise's dad even came out of the bedroom and watched an episode with me yesterday. He was asking me all kind of questions on it.
Oh, Mary, yuck.
No, you got to have the real corned beef, Mary. Cook it in the slow cooker or the pressure cooker. Yeah. You got to cook it with the cabbage and the potatoes and the carrots. Denise does that for me on St. Patty's Day and my birthday for the corned beef.
Oh, Grandma Kelly doesn't like corned beef either.
Denise doesn't either. She loves ham, but she's not a corned beef person.
Yeah, but you like
that
the
can make
stuff.
a difference. That can make a difference, Grandma.
Ah, okay.
Sandwiches. Sandwiches.
I guess it's the Irish in me. I love corned beef.
Oh, you got to have potatoes and carrots. Corned beef, cabbage, and potatoes is like about as Irish as it gets.
Yep.
Well, Grandma Kelly, you got to get
true.
some with a little bit of fat in it. Yeah, corned beef.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. If you don't get marbled corned beef, it's,
you got to get marbled. You got to get marbled. Yeah. So it's a little softer. And then Denise Jacarter's hers.
Yeah, because if you get the marbled stuff,
she's got the Jacarter that puts the spikes through it to tenderize the meat.
Yeah, if you get the marbled stuff, it melts in your mouth. It falls apart when you cook it.
I don't even know what Italian meatloaf is.
Just meatloaf with Italian seasoning and stuff.
Oh, you got to go at points, Marty. I don't understand that, Brian. I'm half Irish, Brian. Clark with an E on the end is Irish. Clark without the E is English. So yeah, we're the Irish side.
I'm 48%
okay.
Irish, 48% English, and 4% Neanderthal.
There you go, Bill. And I'm sure this part will surprise nobody. The other 50% is Polish.
Doesn't surprise me now.
I'm sure people are sitting home at their computers right now going, oh, that makes complete sense now.
Yep, cheese and marinara sauce. Yep.
Now, I made, if you guys know, Denise has started asking me to do a little bit more cooking around here to help her out a little bit, because she pretty much does all the cooking. So I cooked this dinner not last night, but the night before. It was last night, Monday night. And I made that was Sunday night, excuse me. I made the Longhorn chicken parm. And for you guys don't know that, there's a channel that I'm a huge fan of following now called Mr. Make It Happen. He's an internet chef or cook. He's got a huge channel. Yes, that's the percentage. That's the percent that needs 8 Polacks to change a light bulb. That's us. See, Mary, I do that.
Have you ever entered the Polish $1 million sweepstakes, Ron?
No.
You know, $1 a year for 1,000,000 years if you win it.
I do know what it says on the bottom of Coke bottles in Poland, Bill. Open other end.
Yeah.
Why don't they have snow tires in Poland? Because they melt every spring.
Yeah.
Oh, Mullen's about as Irish as you're going to get, Georgianne. Absolutely. Good evening,
And
403.
Patrick.
And Pat, yeah.
Hi, 403.
403, I absolutely love the show. Love the show you guys had on with the guy from Gold Rush. I've watched that guy on the Gold Rush show. He's one of the two biggest guys on Gold Rush. That was a great get for you guys.
Hi, how are Rob?
And the gold painting community. Congratulations on your interview and that live stream 403. That was professionally well done, guys. Just professionally well done.
How many Irishmen does it take to screw in a light bulb? How many, NorCal? NorCal, how many? There you go. One to hold the bulb and two to drink until the room spins. I like that.
Me too. And Hobo Rob came in. Got to get Hobo Rob in there.
Yep. But I tell you, that takes a lot of drinking for an Irishman to have the room spin.
Not this Irishman.
Well, that's because the other half is Polish.
That's true. The other half doesn't drink, so. If my mom had 2 drinks, Bill, I was having to hold her head up over the toilet all night long. She think I can't drink. I get it from my mom. Neil, did you get my email or comment back to you that you are definitely most welcome to enter in the giveaway, and I expect you to, because you are. I don't care if your channel doesn't have any content. You are not a blank page channel. You've been around for years. You participate every weekend. Yeah, that blank channel comment I put in the rules is not directed at you, sir. Of course, I do have 2 people that put in comments that I have never seen them before, and their channels are both blank, and they are probably not going to be happy when I do not enter them into the giveaway. But they've never been in a live stream. They've never been to one of my Monday digs. They've never ever commented on anything. There's 2 channels that are completely blank, just showed up and commented on my giveaway. Georgianne, that was a great show. All right, well, we're doing good, Bill. How many we got here in the stream?
It was 51 last I checked. It's 53 now.
Okay, we got 46 people in here, Bill. So we're doing pretty good on that ratio.
Yep.
Oh, Ringo and Zara, that'll get me one more closer.
Excuse me. Oh, I just got a notice. Treasure Huntress Seaside is posting the video. Wonder what she planted to do.
Computer about mine. Chilling and grilling with Dan B. Man, I miss not being able to highlight comments.
We'll get that fixed, bro.
All right, we got Dan B in there. That gets us to 48. We are much closer now.
I'm showing 61 likes and 53 people. Thank you. Thank you.
One likes phenomenal, guys. Yeah, but I've been, like I say, I follow this channel called Mr. Make It Happen.
Clean the dish, Danny.
That's called Longhorn Chicken Farm. It's the chicken farm that Longhorn serves, and I make that probably twice a month for Denise and I. We had it Sunday night. Oh my God, was it phenomenal! It was the best out of the 3 times I've made it. It has
Hi,
a lot
Miss
of
Charlie.
cheese. Hi, Miss Charlie. It's got provolone, mozzarella, Gorgonzola,
Mike the
and
Greek.
shaved Parmesan. I add those 4 cheeses in and coat the chicken with it, and then put a butter and panko crust on top. Neil, I just used what's in my computer, sir. My old computer that Denise just took down because we're ready to hook up the new computer. That has Movie Maker 8 on it, the old Windows 8 program, and that's a pretty damn good program. It's not the fastest thing in the world being on Windows 8, but that in my laptop, that's what I used for the first 5 years of Menotech. I just used the program in my Windows 8. Both my other computers have Windows 8. I've been using that Movie Maker program for years. It works great. Nice, 403.
If you got a link for it, 403, go ahead and put it in there.
All right, let me get Mike the Greek and Miss Charlie in here.
Okay.
Evening, Mike. And Miss Charlie, good seeing you. I hope things are calming down or smoothing out or progressing well, Miss Charlie. It's great seeing you here tonight. There you go, Jim. Sounds good. Like I say, Jim, I want to highlight that, but I can't.
Or get a cat fountain, Danny, that has filters in it.
Denise has a cat fountain right over there on the floor.
We got 6 of them in the house. Love them.
Really?
Yeah, we got 14 cats. So.
Oh my God, Bill! I didn't know you had it. Are they all your room or throughout the house?
They're all throughout the house, but I mean, a lot of them are up for adoption. We bring in the strays, get them neutered, fixed.
Yeah, medical. The clip champs, what I've been using for the last year, sir. And it took me a while to learn how to use it. It had a little bit of a learning curve, but once I got the hang of it, and I started watching YouTube tutorials. Man, that clip champ is freaking. That is exactly right, Jim. That clip champ is. I really like it, medical. I like it a lot.
Nice.
Yeah, Neil, if you have even an older computer, Neil, or an old laptop with Movie Maker on it, if that comes standard in a computer, and I really wanted to load it into one of my new computers, except Microsoft doesn't have an authorized copy anymore. You have to load it to a third party. And like I said, I don't like loading third party apps to a computer that I don't have any virus protection on. And so I didn't want to load it. So I basically forced myself to learn how to use Clipchamp. But basically, all your new movie making programs, your editing work on the same, I guess it's software that Clipchamp uses. They have different names, but they're all very similar to Clipchamp. But I mean, I learned how to blur on it. I can blur out license tags or somebody's face.
Oh, good to hear, Miss Charlie.
So
I'll have to find that and watch it.
fantastic, Charlie. That is awesome. That's great to hear, Charlie. Like the Greek Joe.
Don't
my God, Donna, the cats, Denise's cats love that fountain. And they prefer running water as opposed to a sitting water dish.
Yeah.
If we're in the bathroom, the cat will jump up on the toilet seat and jump up in the little sink. I have to turn the water on real low in the sink, and they put their head under it. They love running water.
Put Swamp Dog in, Rob.
Swamp Dog!
And Dennis, hello. KMCD just walked in.
Dennis, what the hell are you doing up so late? Hey, Dennis, are you supposed to be sending me something? Some foreign coin, I believe it is, or foreign token. All right, Bill, those two are in.
Yep, prayers for the juice man.
Absolutely, Gregory. Thank
Okay,
you.
Rob, let's run your race so I can run mine.
All righty, Mr. Bill, we've got everybody in. What are we going to do this for? You know what? Let's do this for a silver war nickel, a $2 bill, and a star note.
Nice. Thank you, Rob. That's a really nice package.
It's amazing the shit you can find, Bill, when you change desks and clean out your desk. Oh, and by the way, everybody, Mr. Saxon wasn't online because this isn't Charlie's stream tonight. Let me go full screen on this again. We sold the roll top desk. Is that here, guys? Two guys. I sent 3 to Charlie. Oh, okay, no worries. Send them to Charlie. That's good, Dennis. Guys came and picked up the roll top desk today. Sold that for $100. We paid $50 for the new desk we have here, so I was able to get Denise her $50 back. And then I took the other $50 and we bought the new monitor right there for the new computer. So we're getting things done here.
You got Angie in there?
I'm sorry, who?
Angie, from Angie and Rick.
They were the first people I typed.
Oh, okay. You're in there, Angie.
Well, second behind Amanda, just chilling. I don't have Rocky Mountain Brad in there, though.
Ah, okay. Get him in there.
He's in now. All right, Bill, I've got the Tuesday Night Live pulled up. Today is 4/1.
Wow. Dennis, you rode 140 miles round trip. Spent 5 hours on the beach. Hi, Johnny. Johnny's Corner. Welcome. Put Johnny in there. We may get these races done.
Okay, so I said a silver war nickel, $2 bill, plus star note. All right, let's get Johnny's Corner put in there. Good evening, Johnny. Welcome to the chat. $56 names, Bill.
Nice.
That's a nice name of a nice night of names.
Yep.
No, Ringo, we checked the desk. We picked the desk up. We felt around under the desk. Nope, that Real was not under there, sir. The Real is still missing. I appreciate you asking, Ringo, but no, we didn't. The coin is still MIA. And trust me, I did what people asked when I emptied everything out of that desk to put in the different drawers and stuff here. I took every desk drawer out, turned it upside down, made sure that coin was not stuck in any corners.
What's wrong with it?
So I either accidentally gave it away as a silver dime, which I think I did, or it's still in the ammo case in another section that's something from the original.
Hey, Rob, you got
Yes, sir.
Nathan in there? Dog is my co-pirate.
Oh, good evening, Nathan.
Put him in. Hi,
Absolutely.
backbreaking metal detecting.
I got back breaking in.
Okay.
He was here early.
Okay.
Good evening, Nathan.
Can you find the coin with middle? That's really hard in a house, Donna.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, get out there and do it, Johnny. You're going to love that thing.
so I keep telling him to get out there.
Hi, Maddie.
I can't wait for your weather to break. Good evening, Maddies.
Oops.
All right, Bill, we've got those 3 people at it.
Okay, let's do this. We are up to 61 people. Wow. Nice. Thank you. We'll do mine right afterwards.
Shuffle once, shuffle twice, shuffle 3 times, and 3, 2, 1, go. 10:36 p.m. All right, guys, this is for 3 prizes for 1 winner: silver war nickel, $2 bill, and a star note.
Nice. Great prize pack, Rob.
Thank you, sir. Doesn't cost any more to mail 3 things as it does to 1, Bill, so why not?
Yeah. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you very
Bill,
much.
thank you, Johnny. Bill, you went 2 over tonight.
Yes, I did. Awesome.
And thank you for that too, Johnny.
Yep. Thank you again.
And guys, on my stream Sunday, we will do a paid members race. Well, actually, this is for March. We're a little bit behind because we'll still be doing one for April, but it'll be for March's members race. So if you are a paid member, and you haven't sent me an email, please send me an email to remind me you are a paid member. I don't want to pay anybody.
Everybody in here, thank everybody that donated tonight.
Oh, here we go, flying up. Boom, it was Captain Vic. Man, he flew up at the last second.
Yes, he did.
All right, Captain Vic.
Silver Wishes, new member. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, Captain Vic, are you here still? I'll start the timer, Bill.
Captain Vic, got to be here.
All right, timer
Chop,
is going. It shows he's here.
I hope not, Johnny. They say we are, but I hope not.
Thank you, Jason, BC Treasure Trove. Oh, it says he answered.
Tom Peary says he is here.
Says he answered. He answered at.
Yep, I am right here.
Says, boom, thank you, Menardo. There you go. I've got his number, I'm sure. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. Now I'm going to go solo here for a minute.
Yeah, you do that, Bill. I'm going to take the race down for a second.
Okay. Now, I want everybody in here to say thank you to all those who donated, because so I give away a prize. What I'm giving away tonight is this brand new Vivitar action camera. It's brand new. I did not come with a.
Ooh, I have this one. I have this one, guys.
Did not come with a memory card, but I bought one and put it in it. Does not come with any of the attachments. I get these at auction, so sometimes it's all brand new stuff, but like somebody cut into the package and stole the attachments. But charging cord, camera, brand new. Don't have a manual, but they are online, easy to find for this model. Very nice camera, easy to use. So,
Yep, I've got one. Bill got me one, and I've used it for numerous underwater shots, guys.
Yeah. Of course, with the case on it, the microphone doesn't work that good. The only thing I would say is you would want to get an attachment, for your tripod and hold it that way, because out of the case, if you hold it in your hand, it covers the microphone. So, but they're great little cameras.
I would agree with that, but it's
you're
awesome
welcome,
prize, Bill.
So, Rob, take everyone else and lead me in, says Mary. You could win, Mary.
You could. Tom, you are now, sir. You weren't in that last race, but I just double-checked people here, and I've got you in now, Tom. And Dig in Richmond. We will put Dig in Richmond in. Welcome to the chat, Dig in Richmond.
Danny D, hello.
And Danny D. We got two D's to put in. Now is Miss Danny D the birthday girl tonight?
Whoops.
All right, we've got Tom Riley in. We've got Dig in Richmond in. We've got Danny D in.
I think that's all of them.
I think I need to also add Carrie Holder here.
You do have 403 Prospector in, right?
I had 403, and I got to add Carrie Holder right now.
And the Chop Shop?
Got Chop Shop in there too.
Okay.
Got Johnny's Corner, and I got Dennis too.
Okay.
And Nathan and Maddie. I've got all that. So and Jason, Maddie, Chop Shop. Yep, we're good to go. Bill 62 in the race.
Yep. Awesome.
All right,
Thank you
Bill,
all
you
for
put it back up, sir. Oh, wait a minute, I deleted it. Hold on. I don't have the ability just to put it in the green room anymore.
Yankee down south, Greg, hello.
All right, we'll get Mr. Greg in there.
Oh, no. Yeah, better late than never, Johnny. No problem. I understand. No tripping.
All right. 63, Bill. This is a big race for your channel here, sir. Love it.
And I'll put in my...
Okay, guys, there we go. Shuffle for the fourth time. 3, 2, 1.
I'll put it in again afterwards.
So Richmond, we're having a good night, sir.
Yes, we are. Like I said, everybody, say thank you to the people that donated super chats
Thank you
tonight.
all the folks for the super chats and the super stickers. Much appreciated.
Very much. But that's what got this up for a prize tonight.
Yep. Mary's being
Thanks for the
positive.
super chats and thanks for all the regulars that are in here. Thank you very much.
Good evening, Papa.
Well, thank you, Tom.
There you go, Loretta. Hello.
Johnny just noticed the Robin Charlie picture at the top.
Yeah, it's supposed to be for your channel logo, but I just threw something up there to see how it works. I'm gonna probably put the Monardo 6000 with the manatee on it. I like that logo. As soon as we get these new computers figured out. Alrighty, guys, there's the 19-second fade. There's some channels fading. Johnny's Corner's up there. Hunter Boucher. Bernardo's up there as the little red dual-eyed alien. Chilling with Dan B. Madison Main's up there as the three-headed. Who's it going to be? Oh, Johnny's his fading. Who's it going to come in with the NPA? Boom!
Hey, appreciate it. Man, you're still here.
Wow!
You got to be here to win. Oh, man.
If Mark's still here, he's going to have to let us know on the phone.
Yeah.
All right, Pete, if you're here and you're lurking, sir, please speak up,
Yeah.
and I will start the.
And Rob's going to start
the camera, the timer.
Oh, man.
Timer is going.
Mark the Bird Gunner's still here.
Yep, I see him on the screen.
So
PA's
Dan,
got
PA Patriot. We got the
PA's
timer
got
going.
40 It's got 45 seconds.
Yeah, we know Mark is here, Tom. Thank you, but we got
Not
to
Mark's
give
going to give himself a nice
PA
camera.
time to answer. Yeah, I don't think so, Mary.
We do 1 minute, guys, by the timer.
Do 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 do.
Bill, I had to sign it. I just had to sign up.
Oh.
Okay, there's the
Congratulations,
timer.
Mark.
That's the first post I was able to do, Bill. I just had to re-sign into StreamYard to let me do that chat word right there.
Mark, you still at your same old address, right? Because I have that, I believe. And congratulations.
Cool. 2 good winners tonight.
You do want me to send it to Mary? Oh yeah, I've got Mary's address. I'll send it to her. You want me to? That's no problem, Mark. Congratulations, Mary. Say thank you to Mark.
There you go, Mary. You need a camera? You've got a camera.
She says I was joking. Well,
Dreams come true here.
yeah, that's very nice of Mark. Thank you.
I
Digging
am,
rich.
Jason. It's going to be
How
all
you
sugar-free stuff.
Ah, yeah. Mark is a sweetheart, Mary.
Yeah, Bill, we're going to have to get this straightened out before next week.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
weird not being able to highlight a comment or bring the race up on my own. Or
What I got to do is check out of StreamYard and send you a invite.
well, gang, I really enjoyed talking about the first 10.
Oh.
Dig in Richmond, we do this on Saturday night and Sunday morning too.
Yep.
Saturday night we do it in a channel called Digging It Back. We do that at 9:45 on Saturday night over on Charlie's channel, Digging It Back, and we do it on my channel, FL Thunder, on Sunday morning at 9 o'clock. Bill's not usually co-host. Well, Bill sometimes co-hosts me on both nights or mornings if Charlie's not available, but Bill's in both streams too. And we generally have most of this same exact crowd here, plus a few more
And
people.
more.
Yeah, and more. So would love it if you could join us.
Yep, I'm every Tuesday night starting at 8 p.m. Central. Excuse me.
Oh, I want to thank everybody, all the members that did the email, that gave me your guesses. I had, I think, 11 or 12 members give me their guesses. So far, I've had over,
Don't pull a Charlie while setting up that camera.
yeah, over like 23 people on the Monday.
Thank you, Johnny.
So we've already got almost 40 people in the giveaway already. So don't forget to watch the Monday Digs video, folks, and give me your guess for a chance to win a 90% silver hat. Have a good night, Donna. Take care.
Good night,
Bill,
Donna.
have a good night. We wrapping this up, Bill?
Yeah, let's wrap this up. I got a doctor's appointment at 7. So.
Oh, okay. That's a reminder. I have to get Mike to a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning too, so I'll be doing that tomorrow. Taking Bill. All righty,
Everybody,
guys.
you for
Everybody,
being
thanks for
here.
hanging out with us tonight. Thanks for talking about Forrest Fenn.
Yep.
Thanks for the donations from Bill and the races, guys. And we will see you tomorrow night.
And we are, no, it's not ending.